What's good? What's good, ladies and gentlemen? RFG's back at it today to bring forth, Star Wars Decoded. Um, this is going to be one of three videos I got, pertaining to this Star Wars movie series. There's a total of 8 films on this Star Wars movie series, and it's quite funny because when each of these movies come on, the first words you see on the screen are a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But what I'm here to tell you is this movie series is pertaining to situations and events, that are much more closer to home than you could ever imagine. They say it took place in a galaxy far, far away a long time ago. But I'm here to tell you, this story, these events took place in a much closer location than you could ever imagine. So this Star Wars movie series, it's all about these Jedi, these beings, trying to harness this energy for the embetterment of sentient beings in their galaxy. Then there's another group of deities, and they are none other than the Sith. And they are the Jedi's opposite. They are the Jedi's adversaries, and their goal is to use the universal force for nothing but selfish purposes, and to basically enslave all sentient life forms in the galaxy. So you can consider the Sith galactic parasites. Galactic spiritual deities with a lot of spiritual power, but they use their power for parasitic purposes. So when you look at it in a nutshell, it's all about these higher beings, these higher galactic beings, and they're seeking for this energy known as the Force. They want to get as much power that the Force brings them as possible. They want to tap into that Force as much as possible. And what is the Force? What is the Force in Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen? What is it? The Force is none other than argon energy. The Force is a universal energy known as argon energy, which is the neutral energy in the universe, coming directly from the Creator, directly from the fifth dimension. Argon energy is neither positive nor negative, so it is a super conduit of electric energy and magnetic energy. Electric energy is mostly masculine, magnetic energy is mostly feminine. And the conduit source of both electric and magnetic energy is this argon energy. This argon energy is known as the chi energy, the energy of life force. The energy that's really behind the function of life all across this universe. It is argon energy. And that is what they were mentioning when they were talking about the Force in Star Wars. It all goes back to the argon energy. This energy is pure life force. If you look up the definition of this, it's going to tell you it's connected to the chi energy, and we all know that chi energy represents life force. Right here says that planet Earth is a giant argon accumulator. You have the outer layer of the Earth's surface, which is the magnetic yin. You have the inner crust, which is the magnetic yang. Then you have another layer, on the inside, magnetic yin, another magnetic yin. Then when you get closer to the inner sun, it's a magnetic yang. So the Earth is made up of organic material that is a conductor of this orgone energy, which is a superconductor of electromagnetic energy. Okay, and that's what keeps the Earth in motion. That's what keeps the Earth alive. Okay, it is a giant orgone accumulator. That's why the pyramids were built all over the Earth, because the pyramids are orgone accumulators. Okay, superconductors of electromagnetic energy. Okay, so once again, when they talk about, the Force in Star Wars, it's the same energy that keeps the galaxy in motion, the stars in motion, the solar systems in motion, the planets orbiting around the stars, the moons orbiting around the planets, sentient life forms. Okay, their life and their blood pumping throughout their body. Okay, for their whole period of their life. That is orgone energy. Okay, the quote unquote circle of life. Okay, so in this world that we live in this paradigm that we live in, it's all about duality. Okay, we have good, we have evil, we have light, we have dark, we have up, we have down, we have forward, we have back. Okay, we have electricity, we have magnetism. Okay, in most stories, there's an antagonist and a protagonist. Okay, there's good and there's bad. There's yin and there's yang. So this reality we're living in, this third dimensional paradigm, is all about duality. All about duality, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, positive and negative, feminine, masculine, all about duality, and it's the same thing with the Star Wars movie series. Okay, because it's all about the forces of evil versus the forces of righteousness. That's what it's all about, and that's what we're being faced with on the earth we live on today. Okay, it's all about the forces of righteousness versus the forces of evil. Okay, so every day that we live our lives on this earth, we are going through a battle. Okay, we don't know it, but we're going through a molecular microscopic battle. We're going through a spiritual electromagnetic battle. We're going through a mental battle with mental warfare, going up against psychological programming that we've been put through our younger years. Okay, so right here, we see the white blood cells in our body fighting bacteria. We go through this every day. This is a microscopic war that goes on in our bodies every day when we get up. Okay? Our white blood cells going to war with bacteria. Okay? That's a microscopic warfare our bodies have to go through every day. This is another war we have to go through. The beast is polluting the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, okay, with radiation, with oil, with fluoride, okay, poison. The water and the air of the earth, okay, is being polluted with poison. And our bodies have to deal with that. Our cells have to fight those foreign molecular objects, okay? Our cells have to fight that off in our body, okay? Because the pollutants that they're putting in the air and the water, it is foreign to our body. So every day, the cells in our body have to fight against the pollution, okay? So that's another war going on, okay? Then we have the spiritual war, okay? There's an electromagnetic force field around our body known as our aura, and it's supposed to be in place to fight off demon spirits, okay? to fight off demon spirits around us. Okay, a lot of people's aura has been weakened down because they're nothing but fucking Matrix and media zombies. Okay, so they're being feeded upon, they're being fed upon by fucking archons and all kinds of demon entities. Okay, so this is one of the biggest wars right here, because no matter what kind of microscope you got, you can't see this with the physical eye. Okay, and this is going on everywhere. Okay, your aura is supposed to be fighting off demon spirits every day. That's spiritual warfare. So we have right here, we have microscopic biological warfare. Okay, on a microscopic level, we have biological warfare going on with our bodies and against what they're putting in the air and water. Then we have the spiritual warfare, the demon spirits, okay, against the power of our auras. Then we have the warfare going on, okay, with the alcohol poison and the cigarette poison and the genetically modified marijuana poison. Okay, these two substances completely destroy, okay, your aura field, your cells in your body and your aura field. Okay, because there's a direct correlation with the cells in our body and the power of our aura around us, as above, so below. Okay, so we have to deal with this garbage right here. That's a form of warfare. That's a form of spiritual and mental warfare. Then we have the war going on, okay, with the food, okay, because our body needs nutrients. So there's a form of war going on over the nutrients on the planet, okay, and Monsanto is directly behind that. Okay, another form of war. So now we have food resources, and water warfare going on for the nutrients for humans on the planet. Okay, then there's physical warfare going on, and has been going on for thousands and thousands of years, going on against other sentient beings and humans, okay, all across the world. Okay, more warfare. Okay, so I want everyone to know and understand that warfare is nothing new, and we go through war every goddamn day we wake up and when we go to sleep. We're dealing with forms of warfare. Okay, so right here, the Caucasoid is at war with the Greys and the Reptilians and the insectoid, okay, interterrestrials. The Caucasoids in power, the Zionist Jews in power, are at war with those interterrestrial beings, okay? Those demonic entities, okay? They're trying to become gods. The Zionist Jews, the Zionist warlocks are trying to become gods, interdimensional gods, but they can't do it, okay? So I just want everybody to know and understand that warfare is not a bad thing. Warfare is not a bad thing because, like I said, our souls were put in this body to go through a form of warfare every goddamn day we're living on this earth. Okay? So there's nothing crazy, nothing too far-fetched, and nothing evil about warfare. We have to get that programming out of our head. Okay? We were built to go to war against this goddamn Zionist fucking regime that has took control of this whole earth that we live on. Okay? So when you talk about Star Wars, you're talking about the same wars that are going on this earth and that have been going on for the past thousands of years. Now I'm about to break down how each one of these major figures and these major characters in the Star Wars series films, how each one of these major characters tie back to a different Egyptian deity. Okay? that basically manifested itself in this physical reality thousands and thousands of years ago. Okay, each one of these Star Wars main characters, they tie back to an Egyptian deity. Okay, so right here we have Darth Vader. Darth Vader's real name is Anakin. When you look at the etymology of Anakin, you take note of, okay, the first three letters Anna, okay, like Anu, Anna. So when you look at the suffix kin, like kinship, like relation, like related to. So when you're saying Anakin, you're talking about somebody who is kins of the Anna, who is kin to the Anna. Okay? So Anakin is kin to the Anna, the Anunnaki, the Anu. So who is Anakin? Anakin is Osiris / Asar. Anakin is Osiris / Asar. Okay? That's who Anakin / Darth Vader is. Darth Vader is goddamn Osiris / Asar. That's who Darth Vader is. Okay? And we're about to do some showing and proving today. Okay? So right here is the green, heavily melanated god Osiris. Okay? One thing you got to know about Osiris is Osiris had two children. Osiris had two children. One was Horus, one was Anubis. And in the Star Wars movie series, Darth Vader had two children. He had Luke Skywalker and he had Leia. Okay, he had a boy and a girl. Okay, but when we look at Osiris, Osiris had two males, two sons. One was Horus, one was Anubis. Okay, Horus is the sun god. Horus is the sun. Okay, Luke Skywalker. Luke is the sun, the shining sun. Horus, the sun god. Okay, is the son of Osiris. Okay, Darth Vader is Osiris. Okay, so right here, here's two of Darth Vader's children. Leia Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. Leia later changed her last name to I believe Solo, because she ended up having a child by Han Solo. Okay, so these two right here, Darth Vader is both of their fathers. Okay, Darth Vader had twins, just like Osiris. Okay, Osiris had his body split apart when Osiris had a battle, okay, with the god Set. Okay, with the god Set and with the followers of Set, Osiris was battling against them, and Osiris's body was split, okay, into many pieces. And Isis had to put Osiris's body back together to resurrect him from the dead. And what happened with Darth Vader when he went to war, when Darth Vader / Anakin went to war with his own goddamn master, Obi-Wan Kenobi, okay? Obi-Wan Kenobi severed Darth Vader's body parts, okay, into pieces, okay? And he was burned all across his body. And just like Asar / Osiris, okay, him going to war with his own family, okay, and his body parts being dismembered and having to be put back together. Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker, his body was chopped, okay, chopped into pieces by Obi-Wan Kenobi, okay, and his body had to be put back together. His body had to be put back together the same way Isis had to put back Osiris's body. the same way, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So none of the goddamn clowns out there calling my work pseudo, none of them tell me shit. Okay? Because I've been watching this movie series, since I was 11, 12 years old. And I've been studying this series for about 4 or 5 years now. Been decoding it and breaking down the symbology that they're trying to hide. Okay? So there you go. Okay, when Darth Vader came to the forefront, when Anakin's body was put back together through transhumanism, he became Darth Vader, and he became a devout servant of Darth Sidious. And Darth Sidious is none other than Set, the god Set. And they call him Set because Darth Sidious set Anakin's ass up. Okay? Darth Sidious set Anakin's ass up. Okay? To cause his pride to be his downfall. Okay? Anakin's pride was his downfall. Okay? Asar's pride was his downfall because he underestimated his opponent and got his body chopped up into fucking pieces, okay? And had to be reconstructed and put back together by ISIS the same way Anakin, okay, had his pride be his downfall, went up against Obi-Wan Kenobi and had his body parts chopped up, okay, and had to be re-fucking assembled, okay, by Set, who is Sidious. Okay, you see the correlation? See the correlation here? Right in front of your faces. Right in front of your faces. Okay? So Sidious is Set, who is really Satan, the ultimate deceiver. Okay, Satan means deceiver. The ultimate deceiver, Set. So Sidious, who represents Set, he was the ultimate deceiver in this Star Wars movie series. He pretended like he was a peaceful politician, but he was really Satan the whole goddamn time, okay, who was the comedic deity Set, and he set Anakin's ass up for failure when he had Anakin go to battle with Obi-Wan Kenobi on the planet of Mustafar, okay? In the same way, Asar's body chopped up into pieces, had to be reassembled. Same goddamn thing they did with Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader. Okay? This was all Set/Satan's doing. Okay? Then we have Yoda. We have a deity right here. His name is Yoda. Okay, and Yoda, why do they call him Yoda? Y-O-D-A. Y-O-D-A. Why do they call him Yoda? Because he's tied to yoga. He's tied to the yoga energy. Y-O-G-A. The yoga. Tuning into nature. Tuning into the cosmos. Becoming one with nature. Okay? Becoming one with the organ energy. Using your cells to connect with the organ energy, which is the force. The force, the life force of the universe that causes all the sentient beings, okay, to live their lives in their entirety. Okay? The invisible life force that is causing the universe, okay, to stay in motion. That is what he showed the Jedi to tap into. Okay, that's why his name is Yoda, because he's tied to the yoga energy. And he did this same thing to Luke Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 4. Yoda was the one who basically Yoda pulled Luke out of the Matrix. Let me repeat. Yoda pulled Luke out of the goddamn Matrix because Luke didn't believe in the Force. He didn't believe in the power of the cosmos. He didn't believe in the power of the universe, the power of the ancestors. He didn't believe that any goddamn thing is possible. He didn't believe it, but he had to be shown, okay, that he was living in a goddamn matrix, and everything that he was taught as a child was wrong. He had to deprogram himself in nature, and he had to get back to nature and find out who he really was by tapping into the yoga energy, tapping into the orgone energy. And who showed him that? Yoda. You see? You see? Yoda was like the damn oracle. Okay? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay? So Yoda basically deprogrammed Luke. Yoda had the knowledge that Luke was Darth Vader's son the whole time. So he knew that Luke had a very high metachlorian count, okay, which is a melanin count. That's what it really means, a carbon melanin count. I'm going to break that down later. Just stay tuned for that. But Yoda knew all along the power that Luke had inside of him, because Yoda knew who his father was, okay? So Yoda pulled his ass out of the matrix and showed him, okay, that those normal people in the galaxy, okay, they're going to be destined to stay in the matrix. They're not one of the chosen few who's chosen to wake up to this other world out here, the real world, okay? The real world of orgone chi energy, okay? Real mind-blowing information, okay? And that's why Yoda was green. Notice Yoda was green, and he lived to past 900 years, okay? That's what I call an Elohim, a heavily melanated Elohim, okay? And where do these Elohims come from? They come from a planet known as Nyan Tolo, okay? Also, this is going to prove my point. This is Luke's home planet. This is Luke's home world of Tatooine. And on Tatooine, they live in a binary star system. Two suns. Two suns. Two suns on Luke Skywalker's home planet of Tatooine, right here. Okay? Right there in front of our faces. So just like the Earth, with our two suns, we have Horus, who is the sun we see every day, and then we have Ra, okay, the sun we see every 6 to 13,000 years. Okay, so right here on Luke's planet of Tatooine, there are two suns. Two sun symbolism right in front of our faces. Okay, showing us that the Elohims, that are gods, okay, come from a binary or a trinary star system. Okay, right here. You have it right here in front of your faces. You have Potolo, Nyan Tolo, Emiya Tolo, and Sigi Tolo. Okay? When you research the science of the Dogon, the astronomy of the Dogon tribe, they know that the Earth we live on is part of a binary star system. Okay? And they also know that the gods that, okay, live in the Sirius star system, they know that the Sirius star system is a trinary star system. Sigi Tolo is Sirius A, Potolo is Sirius B, Emiya Tolo is Sirius C. So the Elohims come from a planet orbiting around Sirius C, and that planet is called Nyan Tolo, the home of the gods, the home of the original Magi, who are the Jedi in the Star Wars movie series. Okay, the whole Star Wars movie series is about our Kemetic gods, the gods that created the first humans on the earth and set the 42 laws in motion for the humans to abide by on the earth, okay? And it shows, okay, their way of life, the Elohim's way of life. That's what the Star Wars movie series franchise is all about, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Also, a Jedi, you see, in the Star Wars movie series, Jedis were different from normal humans. Let me repeat. If you do your research on the movie franchise and the comic books, okay, on Star Wars, the oldest ones, they make it very clear that the normal humans, okay, are different. The humans are different from the Jedi. They're different. Okay? So, the Jedi, you could only be a Jedi if you had something in your cells, okay, called midichlorians. You had to have a high midichlorian count, a midichlorian count. And your midichlorian count is basically your melanin / carbon count. Okay? Because midichlorian, kind of like chlorophyll. Okay? The same thing that makes plants turn green, chlorophyll. Okay? Just like the original humans on the earth, they were so heavily melanated that their skin shined green. That's why they made Yoda green, because he had a high midichlorian count. Okay? All that melanin and that carbon, okay, it shined a green color. That's why they made Yoda green. And that's why they put in their comic books that you couldn't be a Jedi unless you had something called a midichlorian count. So we're about to look at this scene from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And this is the scene where Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi put some kind of mechanism in Anakin's skin to pull his blood. Okay, it's like a form of a syringe. They took a piece of Anakin's blood, okay, and tested his midichlorian count, which was really his melanin / carbon count. Let's take a look at exactly what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so they tested the young Darth Vader's his midichlorian count in his blood. Okay, Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, they tested Anakin's midichlorian count in his blood to see how powerful, okay, he was with the Force, to see how powerful, okay, he was connected to the force of the universe, which is the orgone energy. And people who are highly carbonated, highly melanated, they are naturally connected to the life force of the universe, which is the orgone energy. People who are highly melanated and highly carbonated, they are naturally connected, okay, to this orgone energy. The orgone energy is the chi energy, the life force of the universe. Highly carbonated and melanated people are the most connected to that force in the universe. Okay, so that's what this scene right here in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Okay, that's what that whole midichlorian count is all about. The midichlorian count in a Jedi is nothing but a melanin count, a carbon count in the blood of a melanated person. That's all it is. Okay, the samurai used to do the same goddamn thing. You could not be a samurai unless you had a form of melanin in your blood, unless you had some kind of melanated ancestor, whether it was a father, mother, grandmother, grandfather. It had to be somebody, okay, for you to be an official samurai. Okay, go look it up. The original samurais were Moors. That's why the word is samurai, M-U-R. That's another way to say Moor is mur. Okay, samurai. Okay, so the same way these Jedi tested their recruits for their midi-chlorian count is the same way the samurai tested their recruits for a melanin count. Okay, same thing the monks do. Okay, you have to have melanin to be able to be in tuned fully with the orgone energy in the universe. Okay, really deep, and this proves it. This article is basically just going to prove what I just stated. Okay, what are midi-chlorians in Star Wars? Midi-chlorians were intelligent microscopic life forms that lived symbiotically inside the cells of all living things. When present in sufficient numbers, they could allow their host to detect the pervasive energy field known as the Force. Midi-chlorian counts were linked to potential in the Force ranging from normal human levels of 2,500 per cell to the much higher levels of Jedi. The highest known midi-chlorian count, over 20,000 per cell, belonged to the Jedi Anakin Skywalker, who believed to have been conceived by the midi-chlorians themselves. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Right here in this paragraph, it tells you that the makers of Star Wars, okay, they set it up in their movies to have the normal humans different from the Jedi. Okay, just how the melanated humans are different from the non-melanated humans. So it's basically saying right here that the less melanated humans, okay, are different from the higher melanated humans right here. Okay, so it also said that there is a organelle. There is an organelle inside of our cells, okay, that is a life force that symbiotically lives with us and connects us to the orgone energy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is real. What this right here, this shit right here is real. Okay, motherfucking oh my God, this is why George Lucas married a black woman. Oh my God. People, I'm live right now. And that idea just popped up in my head. I'm fucking amazed because it's all coming together. It's all coming together. This is why George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, married a black woman, a quote unquote black woman. People, wake up. Wake the hell up. He knew what the hell he was doing. And it just shows you that all these movie producers, all these movie directors, they're secret society members that stole all our ancient ancestors' knowledge. Okay, they know more about us than we do. And this is why they envy us and they envy our ancestors and our abilities, because they know exactly who the melanated people are, who the chosen people are on this earth. And that's why they made the goddamn Star Wars movie series. Okay. And it was all about the Jedi and the Sith, and the Jedi and the Sith, okay? Their power was measured by their midi-chlorian count, in their cells. And their midi-chlorian count was basically their melanin / carbon count, okay? Because when you do your research, there's people on this planet with 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons in their makeup, in their molecular makeup. But there's other people. What they're not saying is there's other people who don't have the 666. There's people who have a 555 or a 444, okay, or a 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. They don't have the full 666 carbon neuromelanin, okay. And I'm gonna be doing a series on that in the near future. Be on the lookout for that, because, like I said, this information is so mind blowing. I'm in awe. I'm in complete awe right now, because now I know why the creator of Star Wars married a black woman, okay, or was at least married to one at one time, because he knew. He fucking knew. George Lucas knew. He knew what the hell he was doing when he made this movie. Okay, so right here, it shows that there is a difference between the normal humans and the Jedi. There's a difference between the normal humans and the Jedi. Okay, the same way there's a difference between real humans and mankind in reality. Okay, in this world we live in, the humans are the human, the colored man, the melanated man. They're different than the mankind. Okay, and that difference has to do with the melanin / carbon count in the DNA structure, in the cell structure. So that is why these motherfuckers who created the Star Wars movies, they had the Jedi, okay, be different from the normal humans by the midichlorian count in their cell structure, in their cells, okay? The Jedi had to have more than likely a midichlorian count higher than 5,000 in each of their cells, okay? That connected them to the force, okay, of the universe. Right here it says Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. He had over 20,000 midichlorians in each cell. Okay, highest that was ever known in Jedi history. Okay, that's why Anakin Skywalker was actually the chosen one. Okay, because he had the highest midichlorian count. He was the most powerful Sith Lord ever. And he was the one who destroyed Sidious, who destroyed Darth Sidious and brought the Force back into balance. That was Anakin Skywalker. That was Darth Vader. And that is a Sar. Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader is a Sar / Osiris. Okay? This deity is Osiris / Asar in ancient Kemet. Okay? George Lucas set this shit up perfectly with this symbology. Okay, he set this shit up perfectly to a T. To a T. Okay? It says, when not forbidden, studies of midichlorians occurred among those who could master the Force and those who could not. While medical teams worked to understand the relationship between midichlorians and the Force, Jedi healers performed their own studies of the organisms. Even more esoteric studies were conducted by the Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Plagueis, who discovered a way to manipulate the midichlorians to create new life. Oh yeah, that's deep. That's deep right there, man. That is some deep shit, because that information right there basically states through melanin and carbon, okay, life can just appear. Organic life can just appear. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how organic life is formed on this earth and other planets in this universe. Okay? The same way. The same way, people. The same way. Okay? And right here in this article, it basically shows in Star Wars there was a major difference between the normal humans and between the Jedi. Just how there's a difference between the melanated, carbonated people of the earth, and there's a difference between the non-melanated and non-carbonated people of the earth. Okay? Certain people have a connection to the cosmos, have a connection to the afterlife, have a connection to the spirit world, have a connection to the universe, and to the organ chi energy. They can tap into that better than other people on this earth because they have a high carbon melanin count in their cell structure. Okay? So that is what the midichlorians were in Star Wars. Okay? Very deep. The Jedi were nothing more than the Magi, M-E-I-J-I, the Magi, okay, who were a branch off of the samurai. That's where you get the word Jedi, okay? And when Luke finally confronted his father, Anakin, Darth Vader, okay, who was Osiris. See, this right here is Horus versus Osiris, okay? Because, like I said, the Darth Vader character, okay, the Darth Vader character is none other than Osiris, the melanated god Osiris. And I showed you guys the correlations between Osiris and Darth Vader that shows you that Darth Vader can be nobody else but Osiris. Plain and simple. Osiris is the real true god of this third dimension. Let me repeat. Osiris is the one true god of this third dimension, and he was dethroned. Osiris was dethroned by Set. Okay? Osiris was dethroned and imprisoned by Set. And it's our job as humans on this earth is to put Osiris back on his damn throne. I'm dead serious. We're going to have to figure out this mystery of Osiris, and Osiris is going to have to be put back on his throne. Same with Isis, okay? Masculine energy with his queen, feminine energy, Alpha and the Omega of this third dimensional paradigm, okay? Osiris and Isis are going to have to be put back on their throne. Asar and a Set. Okay? So, like I was saying, okay, this deity right here is Asar / Osiris going to war with his own son, the sun. Luke is the sun. Horus, okay, Heru, okay, representing the people of the sun, trying to wake up their god, Osiris, okay, taking up arms and going to war to try to wake up their god, okay, going to war with their own father, trying to wake their own father up, okay. Also, in the Star Wars movie series, you have the Empire versus the Rebel Alliance. The Empire is nothing more than the New World Order over the earth right now. Okay, the Empire was formed by Sidious, was formed by Emperor Palpatine, who is really Darth Sidious. Okay, who is really Satan. Okay, the deceiver, Satan, the god of chaos, anarchy, and deception. That is Set and Kemet, but in the Star Wars movie franchise, it was Darth Sidious. And Darth Sidious was in control of the Empire. The Empire is the New World Order in this real life we're living, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the army of the New World Order is going to represent the not the Rebel Alliance. It's going to represent the Empire. Okay, the army of the New World Order is going to represent the Empire, Satan's Empire, Satan's New World Order Empire over the earth. Okay, that's what the Empire in Star Wars represents. The Rebel Alliance, well, God damn it, the Rebel Alliance in Star Wars represents the people who are going to rebel against the New World Order when it's time for the New World Order to show its face and to rise, okay, over the earth. Okay, so what I'm doing with my platform is I'm getting together with like-minded people who are really about change, really about revolution, really about liberation, okay, really about taking this goddamn earth back from the Zionist warlocks, taking it back from the goddamn interterrestrials, okay, and getting these life forms on the right track, okay, taking care of the earth, okay. I am a rebel. I am part of the Rebel Alliance. RFG stands for Rebels for God, okay? Because we are being seen as the Rebel Alliance against the armies of the New World Order, okay? It's not a joke. It's not a joke. And all this was put in the goddamn Star Wars movie franchise, people. Go do your research. It's going to be the New World Order versus the goddamn Rebel Alliance. Okay? Also, there was a scene in Star Wars Episode 3. Star Wars Episode 3. Okay? When Anakin basically was seduced into to join the dark side of the Force, was seduced by Darth Sidious, who represents Set, the Kemetic god Set. Okay? Darth Vader, representing Osiris, was seduced, okay, by Set, okay. And after this, after Sidious seduced Darth Vader, okay, to joining the dark side, Sidious let it be known to the stormtroopers, to the Empire troops, that the time has come. Execute Order 66. Execute Order 66. And what is Execute Order 66? When he says Execute Order 66, he's really saying Execute Order 666. He's really saying Execute Order 666. And when he says that, he's saying put death to the people of 666 who have 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons in their motherfucking molecular makeup. Okay? So the individuals who have the carbon and the melanin in their cell structure, they are tied to the Magi. They are tied to the Jedi. Okay? They are tied to the people who are connected to the orgone energy in the universe. And those are the heavily melanated people on the earth. So by Sidious saying put to death, okay, the Jedi all across the galaxy, he said execute Order 66, but he's really saying execute Order 666. He's saying execute the carbonated people. He's saying execute the carbonated people across the world, the melanated people across the world. You couldn't be a Jedi unless you had a midichlorian count that was high in your blood. Okay? So he's talking about people with the 666, with the carbon, heavily carbonated, okay? That can easily tap into the orgone energy in the universe, which is the Force, okay? So execute Order 666 is really execute Order 666, okay? Destroy the Jedi, destroy the melanated people, the melanated enlightened people across the world. Take them out. Take out the melanated truthers across the world. Execute Order 66 is really execute Order 666. And 666 is the goddamn number of man, which is the human, which is carbon, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. Okay? Keep it moving. Okay? I'm also getting ready to blow your goddamn socks off with this information, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the moon, the Earth's moon, serves a lot of purposes and has a very deep history. But what we don't know about the moon is actually hollow, and it's being controlled by interterrestrial or extraterrestrial deities, and they are using it to keep the Van Allen belt active on the Earth, to keep Earth's souls trapped here on Earth's surface. They're using the goddamn moon to keep the Van Allen belt of the Earth up and active, to block our souls, okay, from getting outside of this atmosphere, okay? They're using the moon to basically distort human ascension on this Earth, okay? They're stopping ascension into the 5th dimension, okay? And they're using the moon. They're using the fucking moon as an electromagnetic blockage to stop our souls from reaching stargates. Okay? And I know this sounds complex. I know this sounds far-fetched. I know you're like, damn, Jordan, damn, RFG, you sound out of your mind. What the hell are you smoking? Ladies and gentlemen, the moon is basically the same goddamn object as the Death Star in Star Wars. Okay? It's being used to keep our souls on lockdown on this third dimensional paradigm, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? That's what it's being used for. All the EMF waves that we're being subject to, the Van Allen belt, the Earth's electromagnetic shield, it's actually a good thing that it's weakening. It's a good thing that it's weakening because Ra, the second sun / Nibiru / Wormwood, when it comes back, it's weakening the moon's control over the Earth's electromagnetic field. Okay? So when this happens, when Ra gets closer, that means the Earth is going to run out of a magnetic field. Okay? So it means our souls are going to have a free-for-all to be magnetized to the mothership. Okay? To the light ships. Okay? And I'm going to break down exactly what I said in future lectures coming very soon. So like I said, stay tuned. Listen very carefully. Be on the lookout for these new videos. And man, stay on the right track. Because I am so close to breaking down and to uncovering this mystery, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure that the moon has control over the magnetic tides that control the ocean tides, also control certain wind currents on the Earth, okay, and also are in control of the Van Allen's belt. The moon is in control of the Van Allen's belt over the Earth, and the Van Allen's belt is weakening over the past decades because, God damn it, the second sun is on its way back across Earth's orbit, and it is going to weaken the moon's control, okay, over the Earth's electromagnetic field. It's going to weaken the moon's control, the moon's matrix. Okay, I had a video called the Saturn Moon Matrix. Okay, the moon is being used as a reincarnation tool because it has control over the Van Allen belt over the Earth, and the Van Allen belt stops our soul from getting out of this atmosphere. Okay, our soul is electromagnetic energy. Okay, it's that Oregon life force energy, and it's being blocked by the Van Allen belt, and the moon is fucking behind it. So the moon is gonna have to be destroyed when Ra comes back, just like the goddamn Death Star in the Star Wars movie series, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, not a game, not a joke. Darth Vader is the chosen one because Darth Vader had the highest metachlorine count, which is symbolic of the melanin / carbon count in his blood. And he was the strongest Sith Lord in existence. And he was the most powerful Jedi in existence. Darth Vader was the youngest Jedi to ever be put on the Jedi Council, the Jedi Master Council. He was the youngest Jedi to ever be put on that council. And he was the one who put Sidious to death. Okay? Darth Vader did that. Anakin did that. So Anakin mastered both light and dark sides of the Force. He destroyed Sidious, brought the Force back into balance. He is the Alpha and the Omega. Okay? He is the chosen one. Destroy.
Your feeble skills are no match for the power of the dark side. You have paid the price for your lack of vision. Skywalker, you will die.
Okay. So that about sums up the video, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Okay. My next video is going to be breaking down the newer Star Wars films. Okay, the last two that came out. Then I'm going to be touching on the original Harry Potter films as well. So be on the lookout for those. I appreciate everyone who supports my movement, RFG and Atlantean movement. Okay, we're going to have land available real soon. Okay, this summer it's going to be available. Okay, it's in the process of being built as we speak. 3 different locations. Okay, hit me up on social media if you want to get any information on the land. My Instagram is RFG_chosen1, the number 1. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned, people. Much love and peace.